flight was meant to take off an hour and a half ago, but it's 2 hours delayed because they had to swap the planes apparently. Going to Barcelona for the last festival of the season. It's got like Azir and the LK on the lineup. It's going to be so good. It's just a one-day event on the Saturday, but it's Wednesday today, so we're going to have a few days of just like exploring. Using the free airport refill means I'm going to be getting into Barcelona at 1:30 a.m. I feel really bad because Lydia and her friend are already in the apartment, and apparently it's a proper key, so they can't just give me the code, so they're going to sleep with their phones on loud, and then when I get there I'm going to get a taxi. I was going to get the train, but I'm pretty sure the train will be finished by then. Maybe I can get some compensation money. I don't know how to buy alcohol because for a one-day event I don't really want a whole bottle, but I do really want vanilla rum if I do drink anything on Saturday. I might have to just buy drinks when we're out, or like just buy a little bottle in Barca. There's no point carrying a big bottle. Like, I'm carrying all my hand luggage and my back was literally killing the past 2 days, so I was like, should be using a wheelie suitcase, but I didn't want to pay for it because I didn't actually have that much stuff with me. But I might regret that, especially because I've just been looking up places to go thrifting in Barca. I can't wait to like look at some little markets and stuff. The only issue is that, like, obviously a lot of the markets, or the best ones, are going to be on Saturday, and that's when the festival is. So it's like, do I wake up early, potentially like crash at the festival just so I can go thrifting? Because people do start the markets at like 5 a.m, so I probably could do both, but it'll just be a lot. But like the people that I'm going with, they're already planning so much stuff, so I'm really excited to show you what we get up to this week. Lydia's actually making me laugh because tomorrow she's like, we're going for a sunrise paddleboard at 7:30. I'm going to miss that because I'm going to be shattered. Then she's like, oh, I'm going for a DJ class at 1 p.m. I just love people that are like down for activities. Like, I'm doing so much research so I can make sure that like I can add some stuff to the list. But on Thursday we're also going to do like a night out, but maybe not a rave one, maybe just like cocktails and stuff. So I've got like a nice... Oh. Is it no filming? Okay, so I just got told off for filming. I didn't know you weren't allowed to film like anywhere in the airport. I thought it was just like in the security, but maybe it's because it's the shop, like for the security of the shop. So I'm gonna go find somewhere to sit now. I have given in and I've got a glass of wine, but I'm not too confident because the actual glass is like warm, like it's just come out of the dishwasher. So I'm like, it's gonna be wine warm. But cheers to Barca. I'm just announced that we have the gate now. They're not boarding yet, but that's why I've got my whole gear on, because this is like my little net pulley that you can fill with clothes. I'm so annoyed because I put my water bottle in my bag and it's already spilled, so I've took my passport out of my bag so it doesn't get water damage. I'm just going to sit here for a bit and like watch the queue go down before I get in the queue, because I feel like we're not taking off until another 45 minutes because I don't think the plane's ready yet. I think they're just like trying to give us a little bit of hope. I didn't mention this before, but basically there was like another plane that was boarding and everyone was like queuing facing the way that they're getting on their plane and like really spread out, so they had their backs to everyone who was trying to get past them, and everyone trying to get past them was just in like single file. I was just like following the person in front of me, trying to walk the same direction as they were queuing, and then there was someone coming the other way, so obviously I had to like squeeze over a little bit, and I've got this massive bag on my back, and I accidentally nudged someone that was in the queue, and I was like, oh sorry, and the guy was like, watch where you going, love, like proper loud drunk, you know, like stag do vibes. And I just thought, why do people just forget how to behave in the airport? Like, actually it annoys me so much, because like I wouldn't have bumped into you if you just stood in like a normal line, not spread out across the whole way, just being rowdy. Like, so fucking rude, especially if someone already said sorry to you and it wasn't even like a hard like nudge, it was literally just a little tap. Like, I could have just not addressed it. It actually just wound me up so much. I'm getting in the queue now. The plane's there. We made it through. I'm playing now. And through security, I feel like it's a universal law that you don't go for a wee until you've got through security, because you don't want to end up at the back of the queue. So I'm absolutely bursting for a wee now. Why do they always watch airport toilets like so small? This is big cubicle. I booked my taxi now, but I have a controversial take on passport pictures, because I know everyone's obsessed with getting like really nice passport photos, and my last passport photo I looked so good in it, but every time I'm in the airport I'm not looking my best because it's like on the way home from like a festival or something, and I'd always get comments from the border security people being like, is this actually you? Like, making jokey, obviously they knew it was me, but like being like, oh, you don't look as good as this picture. Now I've got a really ugly picture, but I'm like, I actually feel free from the shackles of having a catfish photo, because I always felt like I was never going to live up to it. And sometimes I was so scared that the biometric gates wouldn't even like know it was me, because I had shaved my eyebrows and drawn them on higher up, so it's like they're not going to recognise me. But like, I think just do a picture that's realistic, don't follow the trend. Okay, we've got a slight problem. Lydia told me that the taxi was going to be like £20, but it's actually like €40, which is a bit more than £20, but like 2 a.m. now, so I'm just gonna pay it, get there fast, and her alarm set for 2, so hopefully she wakes up and lets me in. If not, I might be homeless for the night. I didn't expect this luxury. I've actually got a room to myself and everyone's asleep, so I'm just being quiet, but I'll give you the proper apartment tour tomorrow when it's bright so you can see the terrace. I was actually panicking in the airport lighting that my tan hadn't developed, because I did 2 coats of it and I was like, why do I look pale? But I think it was just like really bad lighting, because now I'm looking a little bit more brown, thank God, because my outfit is white and I was looking so pasty before. I hadn't fake tanned in like 2 weeks. I did bring a little bit of tan with me. It's the Be Perfect moisturising tan, so it's really good because it smells nice and you can actually wear it and put your clothes straight back on. It doesn't stain your clothes, so when I have 2 coats on now, my tracksuit is just going to smell like perfume and it's not going to have like an orange line on the inside of it. So I highly recommend it. It's my new favourite tan, because it's like, even though it's a tinted moisturiser, it's dark tinted, because a lot of tinted moisturisers are gradual, but like, I don't want gradual, I want to be dark. I'll show you it in the light tomorrow. My first outfit, I feel like I might have made a bit of a mistake, because I'll show you what it's looking like outside and it looks actually cold. Like the sky's only a tiny bit blue, but the only jacket I've got is the jacket that was with my tracksuit, and it's a very thin shell suit, so I'm like, hopefully I'm not going to need warm clothes for this whole trip. But I was going to wear this to a rave, and like, you could roll these up. I actually feel like it looks kind of cool wearing them as jorts. I got this on Vinted. It's like an upcycled piece. I think it's quite cute for just like a little thrifting outfit. Everyone else has gone to the beach really early this morning because they wanted to go rollerblading, but obviously I was like trying to sleep off my late travel day, so I'm gonna do my makeup now and then go get breakfast, and then I'll meet them in a bit. While I do my makeup, I always travel with this makeup bag. It's actually such a good hack because it's see-through, so you don't usually need to like use one of the airport bags to unload your stuff, and it actually fits way more, like it's way bigger. And what I think is a bit of a scam is in Manchester Airport now, I'm pretty sure it's in Terminal 1, you don't need to take your like liquids out of your bag anymore, but when you book your flight you don't know which terminal you're going to get allocated to, obviously. So, and also I'm not sure what the rules are. If you don't need to take them out of your bag, are you allowed over 100ml, or is it still under 100ml but leave them in your bag? It seems like you could get away with a lot more, but I was fine from Terminal 3, so I did have to take them out. The makeup done, we're going to go out for breakfast now. I'm actually getting really hungry. It's like I think it's 11, but I think Barcelona is 2 hours ahead, so I want to find some cute vegan places, because last time I came to Barcelona with my sister, we were both vegan and we were on like a family holiday, and this was like when we'd not first gone vegan, maybe we'd been vegan for like 2 or 3 years, but my dad was still trying to convince us not to be vegan, and it caused so many arguments. And I just remember like sneaking off from the family and us going to vegan restaurants, because my dad was like throwing a fit if we couldn't eat at the first restaurant that we looked at, even if it was like a meat deli, and like he was just being so dramatic with it. It's changed now, but Barcelona had some really good vegan spots when we did separate, so I want to go back to some of them. Guys, I didn't think I'd be in Barcelona with an umbrella. Like, it's warm. Allegedly it's 25 degrees right now. I don't believe it. Got my flip-flops on just so that like my shoes don't get wet, but it's just like spitting rain and I just don't want to get my clothes wet. But we're nearly at this place. I'm going to Honest Green. God, these look so good. Right, so that was a massive fail. It's raining so heavily now, but they were only doing like lunchtime food, and I don't really want like falafel for breakfast, and it wasn't all vegan actually. The menu was like a lot of fish and stuff. What the hell? I decided to go somewhere else because they hadn't even started serving food yet. They said it was going to be open in 10 minutes. I was like, oh, I'm not waiting 10 minutes for food that I'm not even bothered about. So I found somewhere else that does like all vegan, and it's got like vegan tacos and stuff like that, because if I'm going to have non-breakfast food, I'd rather pick like non-breakfast food that I actually like, because I'm really not a fan of falafel. Like, I feel like when I first went vegan, because I've been vegan for like 12 years, every single option on like menus were just always falafel, like if it's not nice falafel, or like it'll be with sauce that I didn't like and stuff, so I'm just like over it. Oh my god, they've got banana, chocolate bread, vegan cookies. Oh my god, the croissants here look so good, and this looks like yogurt, it looks so thick. I'm so excited. Oh my god, that's really nice. There was another smoothie that had like coffee in it and everything, but I'm gonna have a coffee after. Wow. I thought that was going to be hard, but it's so moist. This place is called Flats and Kale, so I definitely recommend it. Just got a coffee. This is my second one of the day, so I might end up having heart palpitations because I've really like toned down my coffee usage recently. But we have been vintage shopping. I've been mainly filming in landscape, in portrait for TikTok, but the next one I'm going to show you in landscape what I find. It's called Humana Vintage. It's a chain and they have it in like different places in Europe as well. But the last one I went to, everything was £5 on, like today they have different offers each day, so, or €5, so hopefully, or less, if it was less, like it stays less. But I found some really cute stuff. Might do a haul as well tonight, I can show you. In a really cool area though, there's a lot of second-hand shops around here. If you just search Humana and go to Humana's, like there's always like second-hand vintage shops, but one of them I walked to and it was actually closed, so like when you get there, things can be closed and then ones will be there that aren't even on maps, so just like explore. It's also now finally stopped raining and it's gone like pretty humid and like sweaty, like hot weather, and I was like, oh, maybe I actually preferred it when it was cooler. Like I was really looking forward to coming away for like one last hot holiday of the year. Low-key like 17 degrees is like perfect for me exploring. Okay, I can see it. This is Humana. I will say that Barcelona thrifting isn't as cheap as I thought it was. At first, I thought that the £5 deal was on this month, but it's actually in October. So on the 10th of October, every item in here is going to be £5. But on my last shop, I believed everything was £5, and then I just looked at the receipt when I checked out here and it was expensive. So I did put a few things back at the end of this. I'll show you what I tried on. I'm really into ballet pumps at the moment, but I've ordered some off Vinted. But yeah, I think the prices here, you can pretty much find just as good stuff on Vinted. It's just nice to be able to try them on, I guess, if you buy them in real life. But obviously I've got to find a space to bring them home with me if I buy anything here. And a lot of stuff was quite summery, and I'm trying to get more basics for winter. Like the things that I was looking at today are very different to what I would usually thrift. Like I was looking for normal t-shirts, baggy jeans and things like that. I don't really want too many jumpers and stuff, but I'm just on the hunt for basics that look quite new. This was really nice. I tried it on. I'll show you it on in a bit, but I put it back because it's not the right season to be buying stuff like that. That little leopard one was quite Y2K. I feel like for me, thrifting vest tops, I feel more comfortable with because I know it's not really being against someone's armpits, so like it just feels a bit cleaner. Like I don't really like wearing someone else's t-shirt, especially if it's a certain sort of material where it holds the smell. But you'll see I found some really good stuff in the end, and a good tip I find is to look at the rail where people put stuff back that they've tried on, because that's where all the best stuff is, so you can get some selects there. I found these really cute like wide leg silky trousers, and I think that brand there, this is them, I think the brand that they're from had donated a few things. I don't know if this is donated or not because I think it's a private company, but I think some of the stuff there had been sourced from that brand, and I tried a few of them on. I found a dress on the return rack of something that someone else had put back after, and I had to get it. It was so cute. It's like a high-low dress, but yeah, a lot of these were little vest tops. I only ended up getting the knitted one, and I did see this guy with this big fluffy coat, and I was waiting for him to put it back down, and then when I tried it on, I liked it, but it was €34, so I just couldn't justify it. But that's that little high-low dress. And then the bag section, I've already got a cute bag selection. I'm not someone that feels like I want to have like multiple of a bag in different colours and stuff like that. Like once I've got one of each size and colour, I'm done. But I didn't really find any of the shoes I was looking for either. I wanted some big boots. I have thrifted some knee-high boots before, but they were very plasticky looking. I want some like worn in leather. I'll definitely recommend going to Humana Vintage. Also screaming because Charlie Kirk got assassinated this morning, and I said in my Get Ready With Me, oh, I'm in a surprisingly good mood considering someone's been assassinated. And obviously that's not even saying I'm happy they've been assassinated. Like if you actually listen to what I said, I didn't say that. And then I did a story later today being like, oh, it's surprising how many people are finally so outraged about someone getting killed, because it's really showing where their morals are, because obviously people weren't bothered about like the thousands of people that haven't aggravated and caused violence against marginalised groups in the way that he has, who are just innocent, getting killed. Some people because of the things that he said. Like I think it's, I don't know, it's just really sad. Like I think it's really sad that someone would do that. And obviously that's not even saying I'm happy they've been assassinated. Like if you actually listen to what I said, I didn't say that. And then I did a story later today being like, oh, it's surprising how many people are finally so outraged about someone getting killed, because it's really showing where their morals are, because obviously people weren't bothered about like the thousands of people that haven't aggravated and caused violence against marginalised groups in the way that he has, who are just innocent, getting killed. like in my original video where people were annoyed with me, I literally said there's so many people that are getting like famous, like Body Blue and Charlie Kirk, and like horrible right-wing people that are just like spouting like nasty like racism and stuff like that, and like sexism things that are causing violence against people. And then when violence happens to them, like he's died by the sword that he lived by. Like he literally said some deaths are inevitable for people to have maximum freedom. And even my comment there on if these people who agree with him, they should agree that I'm allowed to have my opinion too. So I just find it absolutely crazy. Like they only really want an opinion and freedom when it benefits them. You know what else I also find crazy is that like the people that are so like MAGA and like liberal, as in like they think everyone should have guns, like everyone should be able to say what they want. They're so not liberal in their like social views. Like I'm libertarian through and through with everything. I don't agree with guns because like why would we have that? Like I'm against violence obviously. But in terms of free speech, yeah, I'm very pro free speech, but also I'm very pro let people fucking live the way they want to, love who they want to. Like don't like make women vessels for having to have babies if they don't want to. Like that's what true like being in favour of maximum autonomy is that like each person should be allowed the choice to choose how they want to live, and he wasn't in favour of that. So that's why I just like don't agree with him. Obviously I'm never agreeing that it's great for someone to be murdered, but I just think there's so many other things that I have way more sympathy for. And honestly, with the amount of like femicides and just like horrible things that happen to marginalised groups, I feel like someone who's actually like in the group that isn't usually the victim of it, they're actually getting a taste of their own medicine. And like in a way I just think the only thing that I'm worried about is that they're going to use him as like some big martyr, which I guess he's a martyr for what he believed in. Like on his own statements, we shouldn't feel bad that his death's happened because it's a necessary evil. Like vegan restaurant called Wild Food now. I'm just getting some tacos, and we're going to go out for dinner when Gabby arrives, which is at 8 and it's like 6 now, but I needed some food. I've got a mojito as well. I was going to get a spicy marg, but they don't do spicy marg, so we'll have to save that for later because I'm craving one. I've actually got a problem like with my obsession with them recently. Like it's actually really bad. Like some of them are so chilly. Like there's a place near where our new house is, and I genuinely think they emptied a jalapeno brine bottle into their cocktail last week. Like it was not normal. Food arrived, but I had to mute this audio because they were playing radio music and I didn't want to get a copyright strike. But oh my god, these were the best vegan chicken tacos. They did some like chipotle sauce with them. I'm gonna have to learn to make them. So if you're wondering why the audio is not matching up with my voice right now, it's because I'm doing a little voiceover. But I was basically trying to tell you in this video, which I probably should get a mini mic so that I can actually talk when there's music going on in the background without copyright strikes. But I have ordered one right before this trip and it sounded so bad. So if anyone's got any mini mic recommendations, please let me know, because when I bought my camera it was out of stock with the GGI mic combo, so I didn't get that one, but I think they're like £100 or more. I feel like it's one of those things where if you go cheap it just doesn't work. But I was basically saying in this clip that the best mojito that I ever had was in Barcelona a few years ago, and it really gave me a flashback. It was during lockdown, but everything had opened back up again, and then they just randomly closed all the clubs, but it wasn't clear whether they were closing at midnight, so that night was closed, or whether it was just like the next day. So we found this event and I messaged the organisers on Facebook to ask them whether it was still on or not, and they were like, well no, but if you turn up at the bar and say this guy's name, we'll let you in, and there's a secret room. And basically it was just full of locals, and we met these two guys that were from Colombia, and they like asked us to go to the toilet. I was with my little sister, and then they offered us this pink stuff, and at the time like obviously pink wasn't very well known, so we didn't know what it was, and we were like, right, we need to leave, like I think we're gonna get spiked. It was an interesting experience, but it was actually quite cool just to see like a little underground secret bar. I feel like the nightlife in Barcelona is really good. They have a lot of options. Back at the accommodation now. Gabby's going to be here in like an hour. I'm so tired because I've been walking around all day, so I think I'm just going to have like a little bit of a rest. I think everyone's out getting cocktails right now, but we're going for food and cocktails later, so I'm like, need to charge my phone because it's dying. My battery on this phone is so bad recently. It's like coming up to the end of its 3-year contract. I'll give you an update once we're like dressed, and I'll show you what I'm wearing out, and then like I'll do a few clips of what we do tonight, but I'm probably not going to film too much tonight because I've been filming all day today. But this is the outfit altogether. I'll get the bag. I will be wearing it with this denim bag and potentially my umbrella, but let me know what you think. Guys, it's the next morning. I'm feeling a little bit hungover, so I'm going to go back to where we went yesterday because I really want some more vegan food from the flax and kale, but everyone else is still asleep. got the same like protein smoothie, and then I got an avocado on toast and perfect seasoning, lemon, chili. Like, this is honestly the best place. And I got a cookie to take away. It's literally, it's very, very heavy. Do a little taste test. It kind of feels as if it's been frozen, and that's why it's heavy. That's nice. But the croissant's the best. The building's stunning. Like, I've sat downstairs both days, but like the upstairs has got a little courtyard and everything. I don't think it was open today, but I showed you like a little clip of it. But oh, such a nice vibe in there. That's why I like wanted to go back there this morning, because I mean, yesterday we went for tapas at this like Spanish tapas place, and usually tapas is really hard to get vegan, like because obviously they kind of like pre-make the stuff and they just put it in the bowls. And so it's not like, say if you went to like a pizza place or whatever, you could be like make it without cheese, but if they're just doing like tapas portions, I feel like they're not custom making each one, so it's hard. And on the first place, it was only the bread and tomato that I could have, so I was like, oh, do you mind if like we go to a different like Italian, Asian, Indian, like any of that food is easier to make vegan, like we don't have to go to a vegan place, but just like tapas is not ideal. And then also Lydia's got gluten intolerance, so it was kind of like hard to find somewhere for both. Then I felt bad because they found like a vegan tapas place, which when you type in vegan tapas, vegan friendly tapas, they were all either 100% vegan, or like they said they were vegan friendly but they were just tomato and bread for the other option. So we ended up going to this vegan one, which I always feel like bad, like I don't want to make everyone who's not naturally vegan be forced to eat what I'm eating. But also when you go away and like you just say like, oh no, it doesn't matter, and then you end up like eating at places like, bearing in mind Barcelona's got so much good options, like literally there is like so good. I don't want to always just say nothing and end up eating basically like a not a proper diet because there's no protein and stuff, and paying the same as you would if you went somewhere where they actually put effort into, like I'd rather spend my money at a restaurant that actually puts a protein source in the vegan food and stuff. So that's why I was kind of like, oh, I want to sneak off and just do a vegan breakfast without feeling like I'm pressuring everyone else to do the same. But apparently they're finished. They've been paddleboarding and rollerblading already this morning after 3 hours sleep. I don't actually know how they've hacked that. Like, I could not get on a rollerblade right now because we had cocktails last night. I did stick to just having spicy margaritas, but I think I had like 4 or 5. And also the tapas place we went to, I ordered mushrooms and I ordered gnocchi, and like food came out at different times, so I thought the gnocchi was still on its way. And then I asked the lady, I was like, oh, is the gnocchi coming? And she was like, oh, the kitchen's closed now, so yeah, sorry. Then it was on the bill anyway, so like as I was paying, and they said we all had to pay on one card, it was like €200. So I was like paying, I was like, just to check there's no gnocchi on there, is there? And then after the receipt printed out, the gnocchi was on there and it was €10.50. So I was like, I need the money back, please. And then she was like, oh, it could take up to an hour to come. I was like, but you're closing now, so like I'm not going to know if it's come back or not. But I need to check whether it's come back or not. I don't want to have to walk back over there because it's like 25-minute walk from the accommodation. I literally said to her as well, like, even if you don't refund us, if you just give us shots, like, it's fine. Like, how much does a shot cost them? Like, nothing. Like, I was trying to make it like a solution, but yeah, I don't know. I hope I get a refund on that, because that was kind of, oh yeah, that was why the drinks affected me more as well, because I literally only had mushrooms for dinner. So yeah. I got a Fiji water because I thought the bottle was cute, and you can drink the tap water in Barcelona. Okay, I've checked and the refund has come through, so we're all good. But I want to go to like an art gallery now or something, because I feel like we did like so much vintage shopping yesterday. Let's do something cultural. I have no room left in my bag really as well. It's like the vintage shop that I tried to walk to yesterday that was closed. Maybe I was too late because it was like 5 p.m. It's actually open now, so we are going to go in here. It's called Halala Plaza. There's another halala place that's literally around the corner that I went into instead, and I thought it might have just moved location, but apparently it is open, so that's The next job on the list of things that we need to look for was a little white top to go over my outfit for tomorrow, and I went into so many punk shops and I found like the most insane New Rock collection. If you don't know, New Rocks are really expensive, and I've actually got a pair of ones that must have been made like 3 years ago, and I feel like the quality is not that good anymore, but there was a pair there that were for children and they were the cutest thing ever because they're like proper chunky, but they're probably not the most comfy rave shoes because they are actually really heavy. But some of these shops had the most insane Renaissance outfits. They were about €300 each, so I was just looking for inspiration. I'm going to try DIY some because I just think that's like so hot to wear, especially to a festival. And this gold dress would be the perfect flapper girl 1920s costume, or even a birthday dress. I was getting inspiration.
Just finished my gnocchi. I'm in this really cute place. I thought it was a vegan Italian, but it's actually gluten-free, but they just took the cheese out of the gnocchi with tomato and a glass of wine. I don't think I'm gonna like drink today. I just wanted to drink with like the food. I'm not gonna drink tonight because the festival's tomorrow and I want to feel like energized for the festival.
Morning of the festival, so I've just washed my hair, but I didn't have time to dry it. I was gonna order from that same place that we've had the past few days, but they don't have the same menu online, and they don't let you like customize the coffee to add oat milk instead of normal milk. So walking to this place called Little Coffee, which I saw on the way home yesterday. I think it's got like a lot of vegan options, and then we'll dry my hair when I get back. I'll let it air dry for a bit. But we've had such bad vibes in the apartment that we're in because basically Lydia sent me the address. She's the only one on the booking, so I couldn't remember what the door number was. I knew what floor we were, but all the doors are just brown, and like our door doesn't have a number on it. So I was trying to like unlock the door, but even the door that is ours, like it doesn't seem like it unlocks straight away. Like you have to really wiggle it a bit. So I couldn't really tell like which one it was, and I tried the wrong door. And the lady came out and she was like really not happy, but she was saying something in Spanish, so I was just like, sorry. But it was me and Gabby, so it's like, how intimidating is that? Like it's like two girls, and obviously it was a mistake because then we went straight into the other door. But they must have had like history with like not being happy with it being let on Airbnb or something, because it is obviously like quite a cheap big apartment that sleeps like a lot of people. But in that case, like surely we're like one of the best people that you could have staying there, because like we're not going to trash the place. We're a group of girls, and like we've not even like had parties, had any like loud stuff going on. We've been in bed really early, like we've been out all day just like walking around, like not loud at all. And then the lady on Airbnb was like, right, we're gonna have to threaten to call the police if like we get any more complaints. And it's like, we've literally done nothing. We've accidentally tried to open the wrong door. Really strange. But then last night the people above us were being really loud, so we've got videos of that, and we're like, well, maybe it was their getting mistaken between us, because obviously they were really loud, so we've got that like evidence if they try and like say that we were loud last night, because it definitely wasn't us. We were just sat in silence just trying to record. Like there's like screaming and stuff like that going on. But yeah, they said they were going to get their tourist license took off them if they got another complaint, but we're like, that's really not our fault. Like we've not done anything bad. Let's do a little taste test. That's good. Really shake. I did really want that protein smoothie. Maybe I'll get that delivered as well, because like that was really starting my day off good. Like I actually feel so much better since having like a mix of fruit and veg, and then also protein in the morning. But the croissant's warm, so I'm so excited. So anyway, I need to dry my hair, do my makeup obviously, and then put my outfit on, and the event starts at 11. It's like 10 now, but I don't think I'm going to try and get there straight away. I want to check the weather forecast because it's meant to thunderstorm, and I'm like, if it thunderstorms at the start, then like I'm quite happy to be like, let's just try and miss the thunderstorm, because there's no point in just like getting there and then getting soaked. I might try to bring my umbrella in, but I feel like they're going to have a no umbrella policy, because like in the crowd it's not really the best. But I'm so excited for the event, and also we kind of want to be like a little bit packed up, because tomorrow I've got to like check out straight away and then go to the airport, so like I don't really want to be like hungover with all of that issue. So we'll try and like sort it out a little bit. I think everything's going to fit in my bag, even though I did a bit of shopping, because I didn't have a completely full bag on the way here, so I'll keep you updated. Like, this is the door situation, and it's literally like a maze. Like they all look the exact same, but I know it's this one now, and you have to like push it really hard. They also like never really gave you a tour of the apartment. It's really big. This is the kitchen area, we'll be making pot noodles there tonight when we get back. And then we've got the massive like living room. The best bit, probably the balcony, although we're not allowed to talk, so we don't know how we're gonna use the balcony. I think it would be a bad idea to have like music playing this morning, since there's clearly like issues already going on, but we haven't had music at all so far. And like, even if we did have music today, like in the daytime, I feel like if it's in the daytime, like what do you really expect if you live in an apartment in the centre of Barcelona? You can't expect like no music, no talking, like not obviously not loud, it would just be out of a tiny speaker, but whatever. We're not going to do that. But yeah, then down here there's all the rooms. That's my little room and bathrooms. Yeah, let's try this croissant. As I was meant to go to the liquor shop and get like a little bottle, because obviously I didn't buy any in duty free, and I do want to have a little bit of prees before like I go to the event, and the drinks are really expensive. This is giving me like the brown bread of croissant. Like, why does it look really like wholemeal? It tastes really bready. It's like a mixture between bread and croissant. Like, can't explain it. It tastes like bread roll. Like, it's nice, but it's way more dry than the one from Flax and Kale that had chocolate inside of it. Probably better for you though. We should have tried it yesterday, because it's always like better when it's not like completely freshly washed. But if I had dry shampoo, I would have just made it last, because I hate going to events with freshly washed hair and then like it feels dirty straight after anyway. So I'm gonna want to wash it again tomorrow. And especially if it gets wet now, if it rains, I'm gonna be so disappointed. But this is my favourite hairbrush. It's from Voodoo's, and it's like one of them ones that has like loads of little, it's not horsehair, but you know, like the really expensive ones that have like the loads of little bits of hair in them. It's so good because it proper smooths your hair. The spray that I used was this Bumble and Bumble one that I rave about. It's an invisible oil primer, but it's good for like UV and heat protection. So I feel like if you've got bleached hair and you're going in the sun on holiday, I notice it makes my hair so dry, so that one's like good to just like put a bit of moisture back in it. Try and find a plug out here. Also, I'm like, when I like stay with other people, I realise like how like OCD I am, or maybe I shouldn't say that because it might be seen as bad, how like pedantic and like obsessive I am about like hygiene of like the toilet lid always having to be closed. I'm not leaving toothbrushes around the sink where people wash their hands, because like with my own stuff I'm like taking it back to the room, because like I have such paranoia about like particles. But like everyone else is just like so chilled about stuff like that. Like I would never leave my makeup brushes and stuff like in the bathroom when like people are like going to the loo and stuff, and like, oh, it makes me feel so like creeped out. Proud of me. All my eyelashes I haven't picked out for the whole time. One of them fell off this morning when I was brushing through it, but like they've stayed on so good, and that's my first time that I've ever not had to redo them constantly. So this is one of the dresses that I got at the thrift shop in Barcelona. It was like €9. It's very Y2K, but I love stuff like this for like, maybe not on like this sort of weather holiday, but just like when it's really hot. It's just like one outfit, you don't need to think of a top or a bottom, and it's just comfy. Like, I love a little Y2K one-piece dress. My roots were so long before when my hair was wet and pushed back, like I actually just looked ginger, but I'm so excited to do this transformation. I'm almost thinking, because I'm getting extensions and I'm going to get like blonde and ginger ones and like mix them together, but I'm kind of like, my hair's actually growing so much and I only want the extensions down to here. I'm like, if I get extensions, is it just going to damage my hair? Maybe I should just literally wait until my hair's that long. Right, I think that's mostly done. I'm not going to like bone dry it at the start. I'm going to let it dry a little bit more, cool down, and then we can fully style it once I've done my makeup. But let's do the makeup before I get in the outfit, because I'm not going out in the outfit into Barcelona to try and find my alcohol, because I'm going to get so many weird stares. Okay, we're back in a little prison cell. I'm going to do my eyelash that fell off. But I also wanted to talk about like, I think it's been like really hard to go online recently. Like the past few days I've been actually so depressed, because like people are literally, for the first time ever, actually like doing political stories, and it shows that they're only bothered about Charlie Kirk. And it's like, why does it speak so much? It kind of just makes me think, you actually align with him, and like his death is an easy way for you to be like, oh, well, murder's always wrong. Like, there's so many other deaths that you could have spoke on, and you're speaking on that. It actually just makes me like really, really sad, and like that people aren't seeing. And then also it just makes me think, are we being like controlled? Like, was it set up? Because like it's just weird, like very strange. But anyway, I've like literally blocked so many people, and probably people unfollowed as well. I have like 3,000 less followers on Instagram now, and I'm like, goodbye. And I don't even want to be like, oh, someone messaged me being like, you don't want to be in an echo chamber. And I'm like, I don't need to listen to people who want to take away others' rights to choose what to do with their own body. Like, and that's not what my page is for. I don't want to entertain people like that. I don't want them to enjoy watching my content. If you abuse animals, if you abuse women, I don't have to be there for you. And like, also when people are like, oh, but like death's never right, it's like, well, actually I think there's quite a few people in this world that the world would be better off on a utilitarian basis if they didn't exist, because they're causing way more deaths. Like, the amount of like negative impact he was having on society and violence, like people say like, oh, political violence is a bad thing. Part of like what we did in law at uni was like, law is violence. The government is creating violence every day with policies, and just because his is like soft violence where like it's not, you can't tell exactly the direct effect, all of these people that are bringing right-wing rhetoric and making it more normalised, it's creating violence, but it's against marginalised groups where people don't care. But when it happens to one of them, that's why I was like, I don't actually feel that bad. Obviously I would never agree with like assassinating someone, like wanting to assassinate someone, and I would never personally assassinate someone, but like when it does happen to them on the gun laws that they were defending, then like you can kind of be there like, oh, how ironic. But anyway, yeah, so I've done that big cull, and then I was also thinking yesterday, obviously the same day, there was that girl Irina, the Ukrainian girl that got like attacked on the underground, which is obviously like way more upsetting because like, again, women aren't safe, and like it's just scary to think like, someone did a video being like, oh, we need to be more aware, like make sure that you don't have your headphones in when you're on the underground and stuff. But like, if a grown man starts attacking you, and people even say like, make sure wherever you're sitting you've always got your back to the wall so no one can come up behind you. But like, I was thinking about this when I was in America, and I was like on the public transport there, which is absolutely terrifying. I got it once and then I was like, yeah, never again, because there was someone talking to themselves and like making eye contact with me and stuff, and I'm like, he could have had a knife. But the thing is, like, even if you've got your back, even if you get onto the back of the bus and you've got your back to the wall, someone can trap you down there. Like, if you're a small girl going against like a fully grown man, there's literally no hope, especially someone that's got like mental health issues and they're like in a trance and they're crazed, like gives you super strength. So it's just a scary world. But it does make me think, like, I do walk around with my headphones and like looking down a lot and stuff, whereas like I need to be like a lot more like aware. But at the same time, you don't want to go through life like, I was getting kind of panicky yesterday when I was in like the really public area. I was like, I feel like something bad's gonna happen. But you don't want to like obviously move through life absolutely like terrified to do anything or like be in public places and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just, the one thing that all of these have in common is that it's men fucking ruining everything, and I'm so sick of it. Right, that was easier than I thought it would be. I'm gonna do my makeup on a TikTok video, but I'll show you it once it's done. Okay, I've just finished the makeup. I just did like kind of the same as usual, but I did a white eyeliner as well because the outfit's gonna be white. But I think we're gonna go and get the alcohol before I put the outfit on. But let me know what you think of the makeup. I think the eyelashes just make it so much faster to do makeup like this. Literally took me like 5 minutes. Right, we're going to get some drinks. Apparently there's a spa next door. Which way is the spa? Oh, this way. I just feel like Barcelona, Berlin and stuff, you go like get a big accommodation and it's actually really expensive for what it is. It's like £56 each a night, and you're in like the most basic thing. They make so much money off it. Also, not gonna lie, like my stomach is a bit weird. Like I feel like well, first of all, I feel like I'm getting a UTI, so I definitely should drink some cranberry juice. I think it's just like having cocktails just really doesn't do well for my pH. But also like I feel like a bit funny stomach. I don't know whether it's like the change of diet or whatever, but not ideal for before the festival. This is the options. I don't want a big bottle though.
Obviously, I'm only going to have like a few drinks out of it, but I don't want to drink wine because that's like the worst thing for if I feel like I'm getting like weird down there. Although, €1 white wine in a carton. What, I might just get like Prosecco. This is Prosecco. It's really nice. They go straight to my head as well. Update, everyone's got a funny stomach. You had the pad thai yesterday at this gluten-free place that we went to. It's called M2 if you're in Barcelona. Don't recommend going. Like, I'm really, like, at the moment it's like, I need to look at, I've been for like 3 poos and usually I don't, sorry for the TMI, but it's like controllable, but I'm like, what if we get to the festival and I can't even hold it, and I'm in fucking all white, which is just going to be extremely embarrassing if anything happens. But at the moment it's subsided, so this is the outfit altogether. I feel like I got a little bit scammed on these trousers because I swear when I bought them I thought they were from Nemelia, and Nemelia is like a really, really expensive brand, so I paid £100 for them second hand on Vinted, and then I looked at the label before I came here and it's like some random brand. I think it's like a Dolls Kill brand, so definitely overpaid for them, but they are like cute. And I've had to like, because they've got press studs all down the side, I've like folded up the press studs so that they fit a 5-foot person, and this is the top half that I was trying to thrift like a mesh bit to go over because I feel like the bottom's busy, the top needs like sleeves or like something, but I couldn't find anything like since we've been here, so I'm just going with this. It's kind of annoying me tomorrow because obviously I'm flying home, but this girl messaged me. She's from the UK, she's got like a handmade rave wear shop in Barcelona, and I only just saw her comment and she said she messaged me yesterday. I could have literally gone to her shop, so imagine if she's got the perfect top that would have gone with this. But I'm going to try and go tomorrow before my flight. My flight's at 12, so I need to get to the airport for 10, so I'd have to get to the shop at like 9. It's a Sunday, so it depends whether they're open. She's not going to be in, it's going to be one of her staff members.
I remember this, that people was actually throwing people in
Belgium jump up.
Belgium jump up, and then now it's coming to techno and everyone's fucking fuming.
It's not even video.
Mine's a foo-foo, but like, this is me.
He's wonky, but he loves it.
Yeah, this is it, guys.
Mine's
Oh, what's your guy's name?
Gollum.
Gollum. Gollum is cute and he's ready.
Teletech, get us some Labubu merch right now.
We want a tiny t-shirt and we want to say Teletech.
Tiny Teletech t-shirt.
Right, we're getting the taxi now. What time is it?
It is currently 2 o'clock.
2 p.m. and we got a minibus here.
Let me just double check the road.
Yeah, there's only one minibus that's arriving. Right. This was €80 for, is it 17 kilometres? 6 kilometres. Oh, 6 people though. Worth it.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds.
It's edgeless.
Not yet. Got to be that guy.
Whose idea was it to book taxi event. Like, I'm actually just not okay. Like, I do not feel good. We got packed. Me and Gabby didn't get home until like 2 in the morning. It took us 2 hours to get a taxi last night. The things that we saw when we were waiting for the taxi, like, we went to the car park and there was like so many people with their own little like speaker afters going on. I'm like, oh my god, it was just unhinged and it was so dusty, but I didn't realise until I got home. Like, I was literally caked in like clay. My whole white outfit is brown. I've had this before, but it's a Jet2 flight. I tried to check in online, probably a good thing because I was trying to do it at 2 AM and I might have made a mistake anyway. But it was like, you need to go to the check-in desk and it's free. So we've got to go do that now. And my flight is in like 3 or 4 hours. I woke up really early because like whenever I know that I've got an alarm to go off or I've got to like do something, I can't like just sleep and relax. Like, I woke up at 7:30 and then after that I was just like kicking my legs about because I had Red Bull yesterday and I always get like windmill legs when I drink Red Bull. Gabby's posted a picture, she's already at the airport, so she was actually sleeping in the front room, but her flight's 2 hours before mine. I tried to get on the same flight, but it was like £170 and this one was only 70 that I got, so I was like, I'm not paying 100 and leaving 2 hours earlier. But by disappointment, the neighbours won't be missed. Taxis booked, but this is also just making me think of like the number of taxis I tried to book last night, and I was on 1% and my phone had water in the port, so it wouldn't even let me charge. Gabby's phone was dead, so we were just like, thank God there was this group of girls that let us use their charger. But oh my god, the people there last night was actually like just bizarre. Like, it actually makes me like for once think that UK men aren't that bad, because we wanted to share a taxi with someone because it was like €70 to get back to the city, and like we were literally just trying to find like normal people, and like there was just not normal people. Someone came up behind Gabby, shoved her in the back really hard, randomly, strange behaviour. And oh yeah, there was just like weird creepy man that kept trying to touch her. We were just like, you need to go away. Would not go away, was like literally like circling us, and then we told like the guys next to us, they were like, we said like, we don't know this man, can you get him to go away? And they were just like, we don't care, like they did nothing. That's what I was trying to get to. Some guy was wearing like a stab-proof vest and he looked like the guy that, like some guy from America, that Brian Goldberg or whatever his name is, like he literally looked the exact same as him, and I was just like freaking myself out. But we also had like a really nice time, like the music was really good, and like the car park at the end was so fun. It's just like the fact that we wanted to get back into Barcelona to go to the after, like the official after party, but by that point we thought there'd be like some sort of coach or something, but it was literally like not clear how everyone was getting home. Pins and needles right now. But yeah, we did get an Uber in the end, and by that point it was like so late and we'd just been sat about for ages, so we were just like, yeah, let's just go to bed. Probably for the best. Anyway, the taxi is 5 minutes away. I think we're gonna have to have like a little bit to eat at the airport before the flight. I'm gonna be at the airport really early, but I'd rather that than like cut it fine, especially since I've got to actually check in. I think because my throat this morning was absolutely like, I think maybe because I have a blocked nose, which is another thing on my video the other week. It was like I was getting out of breath from talking, but watching it back I realised because I've got really small sinuses, when they're blocked, that's why I can't breathe, because I have to breathe through my mouth. But hopefully this is just a temporary thing, because I do not want to be ill. But I just wanted to give you an update on my journey home. Oh my god, I was like so out of it when I arrived at the airport that I read Manchester on the board and walked to the like gate that it said for Manchester, and I get to, obviously usually now for the UK, because it's international from we're not in the EU zone anymore, we have to do the border control before you get into the gate area, so it'll be like another lot of passport security, whatever. So I got there and I tried to go through it, and the guy was like, no, this is not the right Manchester flight, this is like the 11 AM one, mine was a 12:30 AM, but I don't even know why like that didn't click, because I was literally trying to get through at 11, so obviously that was not the right flight. Didn't look at the time, didn't think there would obviously be ones that close together, even though Gabby was probably on that one, like being dumb. But yeah, so basically Barcelona airport's absolutely massive. I think the last few times that I've been places, it's not been bigger airports, and like I just didn't clock how big it would be. So that gate was right at the other end, and by this point it was like I was walking to get to, like, was basically running, and I was sweating because of like detoxing from the day before and carrying the bag and everything, and it was literally to the furthest other point. Then I got to that border security and there was like a massive queue, and like, why, I've seen a video or like a quote about this, Why is it that when you're at the airport, it seems as if it's everyone else's first day on earth? Because people were literally like at the front of the queue, looking around. I'm like, go to the border security person right now. Like, there's people behind you that need to get to their flights. Stop standing still, looking into the distance. Oh, do you need your passport right now? Maybe you should have got it out of your bag while everyone else was showing their passports and you knew you were coming up in the queue. Like, I actually just don't understand people. But it was actually fine. Like, then once I got through that, I like ran again, and it was still further to get to the gate I was meant to get to. And then it said boarding, so, and there was no one in the queue, so I was like, oh my god, has everyone gone in? So I asked the air hostess, and they were like, no, we've not even started yet. So panic wasn't even needed, and then there was like a 15-minute wait anyway, and it was all stupid, like, for nothing. But it was actually really fine in the end, because once I was on the plane, because I ended up sat next to this man, and like he was like literally, he was really drunk, but he was really nice, and he helped me, he distracted me from my what's it called, flight anxiety for like the entire flight. We were just chatting. He was like, listen to your like biggest fears, like he was talking me through like life advice. He owns a wood company, so we might be giving us wood for our house. But I am actually in my mum and dad's house right now. They're doing renovation. They're opening up the back of it. Let me know if you want any updates on that. I probably should be careful because there's literal holes under the floor. But I just wanted to give you the outro to this video. Thank you for watching. I had such a nice time. That was my last flight booked of the year, and I'm not going to lie, I don't want to book any more flights. I'm absolutely terrified of flying. I need to do some hypnosis or something. I've gone through all the ones that were pre-booked. Now, the only next trip I want to do is Paris, and I want to get the Eurostar, so I think that'll be like the next video, maybe on Halloween. But apart from that, come back for the renovation updates and like the daily at-home chill vlogs, because festival season is over. It's taken it out of me. It was a fun time. Let me know what you think, and thank you for watching.